Ever wonder why some folks bounce back from flops like a rubber ball, while others crash and just stay down? What makes some chase their dreams like there's no tomorrow, but others quit at the first roadblock? Want to know the real deal? Forget all that hype about motivation hitting you like a lightning bolt, turning you into a superhero. That's total nonsense. Waiting for motivation is like waiting for sunny beach weather in the middle of winter. It ain't happening, and even if it does, it's gone in a flash. The real secret to killer motivation isn't about feeling pumped 24/7. It's about figuring out what gets you moving and keeping at it. Guess what? The most successful people don't sit around waiting for a magic spark. Want to know how to create a crazy wave of momentum, even on your worst days? Let's dive into this awesome truth together.
Section 1. Finding your why, the secret sauce of epic motivation. Here's a mind blower. Motivation without a purpose is like driving a fancy car with no clue where you're headed. It looks cool, but you're going nowhere fast. The real trick to unstoppable motivation is figuring out your deep down why. That big reason that keeps you pushing even when everything's screaming at you to quit. Think back to the last time you pulled an all-nighter. Not because you had to, because you wanted to. Maybe you were planning a surprise party for someone special, or you got so lost in a hobby that time just vanished. What was fueling you? It wasn't some outside push, it was something inside, something that meant the world to you. Your why is like supercharged gas for your motivation. When you're dead clear on why something matters, the how-to part doesn't stress you out. I knew this single mom who went back to school at 35. She told me, every time I wanted to throw in the towel, I looked at my daughter and remembered I wasn't just studying for a degree, I was showing her it's never too late to chase your dreams. That's the magic of a killer why. But here's where most folks mess up. They pick lame reasons. They want to lose weight to look hot or start a business to get rich. Those aren't bad goals, but they're not deep enough to keep you going when things get rough. Picture this. When looking hot feels like a grind, what happens? Or when making money means giving up a ton. Your motivation tanks because your why wasn't strong enough to weather the storm. People with epic motivation tie their goals to something bigger. They ask, how's this going to change not just my life, but the lives of people I care about? What kind of person will I turn into by chasing this dream? What mark do I want to leave on the world? When you nail your true why, something awesome happens. The problems don't vanish, but they seem smaller. The haters don't shut up, but their words bounce off you. The setbacks keep coming, but they turn into stepping stones instead of walls. So, here's your mission. Take 15 minutes today to write down not just what you want to do, but why it matters to you. Don't settle for basic answers. Keep asking why until you hit something that makes your heart race and your eyes light up. That's your foundation for unstoppable motivation.
Section 2. Building systems over vibes, the trick to lasting motivation. Let's keep it real. If you're waiting for the perfect vibe to get motivated, it's like building your house on quicksand. It might hold up for a bit, but it's going to crash hard. The second trick to unstoppable motivation is making systems and habits that work even when you're totally not feeling it. Think about your mornings. You brush your teeth every day, not because you're hyped about it, but because it's just what you do. You don't wake up like, am I pumped to brush my teeth today? You just do it. That's the magic of systems over vibes. Successful people have figured out how to split their actions from their feelings. They don't wait to feel like hitting the gym. They go because it's Tuesday, and Tuesday's gym day. They don't wait for a creative spark to write. They write because their system says 6 to 8 a.m. is writing time. Here's the cool part. When you start doing stuff, even if you're not in the mood, something awesome happens. The action itself creates the motivation, not the other way around. Ever notice how starting is the toughest part? But once you get going, it's like everything clicks. I had a buddy who wanted to write a book, but kept waiting for some big inspiration to hit. He'd stare at his screen for hours, getting more pissed off by the day. Then he switched it up. He said, I'm just going to write 200 words a day, even if it's trash. Some days it was total garbage, but he wrote anyway. 6 months later, bam, he had a finished book. The writing itself got him pumped, not the other way around. Your feelings are great, but they're awful bosses. One day they're up, next day they're down, and sometimes they're just AWOL. But a system? That's like a solid bro who's always got your back and keeps you moving toward your goals. That's why successful folks talk about discipline more than motivation. Discipline is just a fancy way of saying you've got a dope system. It's about setting up your life so success is easy and screwing up is a hassle. What's that look like in real life? Start small. Instead of saying, I'm going to work out 2 hours every day, just commit to 10 minutes. Instead of, I'm reading 50 books this year, go for 10 pages a day. The point isn't to be perfect, it's to keep showing up. Consistency's got this crazy magic. It adds up, like cash piling up in a savings account. Small daily actions turn into something huge over time. Someone who works out 10 minutes every day will be in way better shape after a year than someone who goes ham for 2 hours once a week. Bottom line, you don't need to feel motivated to start. You need to start to feel motivated. Your system is like a safety net for when your vibes bail on you. And trust me, they will. But your system, it's got you covered. So here's your move. Pick one goal you've been struggling with and build a simple system for it. Make it so easy you'd feel dumb skipping it. Then stick with it for 30 days, no matter how you're feeling. Watch how just doing it brings the motivation you've been chasing.